Hi guys, welcome to Heather's Treasures. We're going to work on the coffee table. I don't know how far I'll get. This is walnut and it's a really hard wood. So I found my carbide bits. I bought these on Amazon. They were less than $20. So we're just going to start trying. We're going to see how this cuts out. Okay, this is going to take forever. I'm going to go out with a chop saw and I'm going to, you see my lines here, my circles? That's where my legs are going to be. So I'm going to take my chop saw and chop off a bunch of this to see if I can save myself some time. Be right back. It's cold out in the garage. Instead of using a chop saw, it was too dangerous for me to try to hold the pieces and, tilt the thing. And I was afraid this was going to yank out of my hand. So I put this in a vise and I used a grinder. I got a little bit in there, but that's okay. I can work with that. And then I ground that down. I'm probably going to have to go down a little more, but at least now I have a lot of work done. Okay, let's clean this up and put some varnish on it. We're going to do a little test. I only have this right here. This is the golden oak that I used on my furniture. All right, we'll be back in a bit. Okay, we're going to make a holy Bible. This is fake leather. So I've got this edge squared. And this edge is squared. So we're going to cut 1 1/4 inch. We got 1 inch, 2 inches, and we want 1/4 inch for the spine. Okay, I've got some, this is quilting paper for paper piecing. It's thin and it tears really easily if you sew on it. And I thought, well, we'll give this a try. So I'm going to fold this, see how many panels I can get. Okay, we'll let that dry, and then we will cut the edges off to make it nice and neat. And then we will add some gold mica powder to the edges. We'll use a soft gold shimmer from Color Cottage. Let's practice. Let's practice painting. How's that? My E's a little big. I learned really fast that you have to dip it and then swipe it off the bottle. Otherwise it'll just blob. Now, since this is fabric, I can use clips on this. This is not real leather. It just looks like it. But I already said that, didn't I? Not perfect, is it? I never said I was, though. I just try. There. Can you read it? It's not the best. And I don't like that this keeps opening up, so I am going to add a little bit of glue every so often. Okay, we'll let that dry. Clean my paintbrush. I just use alcohol. It's a 91% alcohol when I clean stuff like this off my brushes. We'll be back when this is all dry. Hey guys, okay, I have no more yarn in my house. I donated bags, like garbage bags. When my sister passed away, I inherited all of her craft supplies, and I gave up crocheting. I kept my crochet hooks, but I got rid of all the yarn because they were just taking up so much space. I mean, I probably a dozen garbage bags. So I found this. It was like a vase that I made like 100 years ago. So I'm just cutting it. It was clothesline. So I'm just cutting it off, and I'm wrapping up, making little tiny balls of yarn to put in my yarn basket for Grandma, who crocheted everything. She probably did 2 or 3 Afghans a year, or a month. She was in her later years. She was stuck in a wheelchair, and she couldn't go anywhere except to church. So she's just sat in the living room and crocheted her heart out. And she had like 28 grandkids, and I don't know how many great grandkids, and they all got Afghans for their birthdays, weddings, graduations. So I'm just trying to find the pieces that are big enough that would look like a ball of yarn. And I'm just going to stuff that basket. Looking cute already. It's too bad that I just have these, 4 colors. Red, orange, yellow, and black. It will be festive. The coffee table turned out really nice. I ended up using this Mod Podge Super Gloss. And I just did 1 coat, and it looks really good. I don't have any polyurethane right now, so I'm just using what I've got. This was donated to me from one of my sponsors, Connie. Thank you, Connie. I really appreciate you. And I thought, well, what the heck? If I don't like it, I'll just sand it off, and it looks really good. Has a nice sheen to it. Does that look good? Okay, so let me clear this stuff out. Let's have to see if I can come up with a way to make a crochet hook and stick it in the basket. We're going to put the basket right there. And here's my Holy Bible. It turned out pretty cute. Of course, you have to look really hard to try to read it, but here's my coffee table. It looks pretty nice. Almost looks like a bathtub from the side view, but it is what it is. It's hardwood, so it was really hard to get that cleaned off, filed, ground. Down here, sorry you guys are going to see this mess here. Down here, if you look really close, see that warping going on? The cats were up on the table, and I had forgotten to take a cup of water off of my work surface, and they knocked it down and it warped. Well, I tried fixing it with weights while it was still wet, and it was flat for a time, but it warped again. And I'm going to use some contact cement I've got here. I'll do this next week, but I'm just giving you a heads up. Contact cement, I'll show you how to do that if you've never used contact cement before. And we'll do the walls next week. But I think this is looking pretty good. Oh, and I'm going to do my pictures, my horse pictures. I'm going to cut these out and get them framed and hung on the living room walls. And also have got the framework for my door. So I want to do the doors and the windows. So we've got a lot of work to do next week. This has got to be flat before I do anything else. Because that's the foundation. So if the foundation is not straight, the whole house is not going to be straight. And then my floor to ceiling lamp will go right in that corner there. That's going to be a fun video. I think I'll probably have to do that all by itself because I've got a lot of work to do for the chandelier parts. So it's going to involve a dowel and wire and thread and glue and hanging little AB crystals on them if I can find them. Hopefully I have some. If not, I might go with colored ones. And then figure out how to hang my little battery lights in both of the chandelier parts. Oh, and I'm going to hang my phone right here. I have to fix my phone so I can hang that on the wall there. We'll put the phone right by the door. All right, thank you guys so much for joining me this week. I really appreciate you stopping in. I hope you're as excited as I am about next week. We're going to get something done here besides just, accessories. All right, till next time. Love you. Bye-bye.